Hi and welcome to the channel Mode Alchemista. Today I have the Voge 800 in for its first service, and it's basically a bunch of inspection points and an oil and oil filter change according to this maintenance schedule. And a quick note before we begin is that if you do this yourself, your warranty or the bike's warranty may be affected, and the service may also have to be registered digitally. Other than that, let's get to work. While letting the engine warm up for a couple of minutes, get the oil ready and prep the oil filter. Recommended is 10W40 oil, 2.8 liters, so roughly 95 ounces for my non-metric friends. Then you remove the 5 bolts holding the skid plate, 1 from the front and 4 underneath, then take it off. I thought that this would be a simple short oil drain plug, but it turned out to be a long one with filter, so be aware of that when removing it. Then continue with the secondary oil filter. When all of the oil is out, install the new secondary oil filter and torque to 12 Newton or around 9 pound-feet. Tighten the drain plug to 22 Newton or 16 pound-feet. Fill the engine with oil. I didn't get 2.8 liters in there, so start with 2, then top up gradually until you reach a good level, so you don't overfill it. Check the oil level again after your first ride and add more if needed. Before reinstalling the skid plate, check the coolant level and any accessible bolts, like on the exhaust system. On to the rest of the to-do list. Control and, if needed, post-tighten bolts nuts on the engine, exhaust frame, and steering. Some bolts are going to be harder to access than others, so it doesn't hurt if you have a blueprint so you don't miss any. Lubrication of moving parts. I can also mention that according to the service schedule, this first service takes approximately 2 hours. Clutch and brake fluid, also to be changed every second year. Brake hoses and fittings. Tires, their condition and pressure, and these are not the original ones. Chain condition, if any adjustment is needed, and lubrication. Both stands. Lights such as brake light, turn signals, and headlights. And also, don't forget the horn. Finally, reset the service indicator. Turn on the ignition and press enter, then press enter again. Navigate to maintenance, press enter, and one last time, enter again. When 6,000 kilometers shows up, you're done. That's it, that's all on how to do the first service on a Voge 800 Rally, or almost, because the final thing is to test drive, which I'm gonna do now. If you got this bike a year ago and you're doing the first service, there are some yearly inspection points that you should go through. This one is only a few months old and it's also mine, so I keep an eye on these things on a regular basis. Other than that, if this video was of help, please like, comment, subscribe, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.